This is the story of two people, one needle, 3 ways to use it, and one solution. Meet Nancy and Joe. Both of them work at Three Pines Hospital System. They don't cross paths every day, and they don't always see eye to eye. But every so often their common pain points and goals bring them together. Nancy is the director of nursing at Three Pines. There are 3 big objectives looming over her at all times, like monkeys on her back: improving clinical outcomes, reducing cost, and keeping her nurses happy. So she's always asking herself the same questions. 1. How can I ensure that I protect myself and others from avoidable errors? A single incident of misuse can cause tragic consequences. She hasn't forgotten about Karen Daly. What if one of the newer nurses doesn't activate a needle safety mechanism and a naked sharp ends up protruding from a sharps container or gets wrapped up in some laundry? This is just one of hundreds of scenarios that play out in Nancy's head every day. And 2. How can I reduce costs without angering my clinicians or forcing changes down their throats? Every time she tries to reduce cost, she has to implement a new technology that many of her clinicians hate, causing retraining, lots of grumbling, and the occasional uproar. Joe is the Director of Purchasing and Materials Management at Three Pines. Just like Nancy, he has major objectives hanging on his back. He's tired of being squeezed by big suppliers. Certain vendors bundle price incentives across product lines, making it impossible to switch to a better, more cost-effective product line without risking a large cost increase on another line he needs and potentially can't get anywhere else. And just like Nancy, he's challenged to trying to find ways to reduce cost without angering clinical end users. He knows that every time a change is introduced, the clinicians on the front line have to adjust and can grow more distressed with every additional little shift. Every once in a while, he'd like to be the hero instead of the bad guy. Would you believe that all of these problems could be solved with a safety hypodermic needle? It's possible with Terumo's state-of-the-art SurGuard3, the industry's most adaptable safety needle. SurGuard3's patented 3-way activation system provides clinicians with maximum flexibility for any clinical situation. When Nancy's nurses use sliding sheath safety hypodermic needles, like the BD Safety Glide, optimally positioning the device in their hand for injection makes activating the safety mechanism with their index finger challenging. So they frequently have to either reposition the device in their hand or wait to activate it after an injection, particularly if they have to use their free hand to help hold the patient still. But with SurGuard3, clinicians can pick how they click, using their thumb, finger, or flat surface to activate the safety mechanism as dictated by the clinical situation. 3-way activation allows them to avoid having to be retrained and build muscle memory on a new product. By switching to a single needle that accommodates 3 different activation methods, Joe has minimized both inventory and the number of SKUs while providing maximum versatility to clinicians. Joe originally didn't think of safety hypo as an area where he could save money, and was pleased to learn that a higher quality product could be so affordable compared to its competitors. Looking at the percentages, he found Terumo's SurGuard3 was up to 20% less expensive than the market-leading hinged safety hypodermic product, and up to 40% less expensive than the market-leading sliding sheath safety hypodermic product on major contracts. Terumo needles are also 10% sharper than the market leader and the sharpest on average among major brands, providing more comfortable injections for patients. For a product that actually makes clinicians happier, it's a rare find. Now Nancy can sleep easy knowing her staff and patients have a better hypodermic option on hand. SurGuard3 is so easy to use that nurses are constantly activating the safety sheath after use and are no longer discarding naked sharps. Joe gets a big pat on the back for reducing cost without the usual fuss. And unlike other big suppliers, Terumo doesn't bully him into lockdown product bundles. That's because Terumo is versatile and easy to work with, just like their products. With Terumo's SurGuard3, everyone has the freedom of choice. It's the one needle that fits every clinician's style. If you haven't thought about it before, maybe it's time for a closer look. Click here to find out more.